Or you don't see this every day in Washington, D.C. Democrats and Republicans agreeing with regulators and Justice Department officials that when it comes to the power of big tech, a lot of them have gotten too big for their own britches. So they're targeting companies like Google and Facebook, Amazon and Apple. Senate Judiciary Committee member Marsha Blackburn joins us right now. Senator, good to have you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
It is an odd confluence of events, right, Senator, where, a lot of Republicans, including yourself, are agreeing with a lot of Democrats that these guys need watching. But how far do you go?
Well, I tell you, it is a confluence of events whose time has come, because for years we've been concerned about what the edge providers, social media, were doing with all this information and the data of individuals that they were scraping and using and monetizing. And, Neil, they're big ad companies. They have pretty much built monopolies in their space, and it's time to review their practices and see how much we know about what they're doing with, as I call it, your virtual you and your presence online.
So you're more concerned about privacy invasions, tilted kind of searches, that sort of thing. Do you go as far as some of your Democratic colleagues, Senator, who argue I'm sorry, I'm not saying Microsoft, the last time we tried something like this, where they want to break it up. They just think that Google, Alphabet, it's gotten simply too big.
What I do believe is it is time for us to do a deep dive, if you will, and look at these business practices and their structure, and then make a decision as to what we would recommend and what we would push forward to DOJ. I do not think we should predetermine that, but I do think it's time for us to set aside a group who is going to do a deep dive on these issues and look at everything from privacy to censorship to the size and the antitrust provisions that would apply to these companies.
Senator, if I can switch gears, I know you were at the border yesterday.
Yes.
Obviously, you're well aware of the last-minute deal scored with the Mexicans. The president used the lever of trade to extract concessions on the part of the Mexicans to do something more to police not only their border with us, but their southern border, where a lot of Central American immigrants, get through and ultimately knock on our door. What do you think of it?
This is a very positive step. I saw 12 illegal immigrants be apprehended within 30 minutes. I was there when a car loaded with drugs was pulled aside and they began to break that apart. Neil, here's the thing. When you look at this agreement, the fact that Mexico is going to put their National Guard throughout the country, but primarily on that southern border, and then again at the U.S.-Mexico border to stop this flow. The fact that people will stay in Mexico without coming into the U.S. to apply for asylum. People will tell you, a family from Honduras, the guy said, look, we found out from the media that we needed to come to the U.S. and that we could walk across the border. So he had a wife who was 6 months pregnant, 2 children, himself, and they, based on media reports and what they were hearing from the cartels, who, by the way, are big businesses, they deal in trafficking drugs and human beings, that they were going to find a way in here, and they heard they could stay once they got to the U.S. So to change this policy is positive, and now Congress needs to do its job, change these asylum statutes that are on the books, and give the Border Patrol what they need to do their job. They need more manpower. They have to have agents on the ground. They do need that border wall. They need technology. An agent told me yesterday, he said, yes, we need technology, but I'm yet to see a camera climb down off the pole and apprehend an illegal alien. We need boots on the ground.
Senator, thank you very much. Good seeing you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
All right.